My name's Katie Lumsden. I'm Head of Human Resources at the National Library of Ireland. We would use a range of training providers. Obviously, as a public sector body, it's part of my role to be a very careful steward for a small training budget that we have to target really effectively. So we have to operate to really robust procurement requirements, for example. Where PAI come through those processes, we know there's a certain level that is often above and beyond because of the combination of the programme material, the subject matter expertise of the trainers and the facilitators, from backroom all the way through to live delivery. PAI consistently deliver, and our feedback is always very positive from people that we send out to PAI events. What stands out for me about PAI is that combination of really strong subject matter expertise. It's the public sector focus, the embedded approach in terms of kind of more traditional types of learning, but very much looking to the future. So I know when I'm booking something through PAI, not only is it current, but it has a future focus. There is such a benefit to being in a training environment which is public sector focused, particularly when time is short, because I know from the very first minute, everybody has a shared language, a shared experience, a shared context, and that really allows for productive conversations from the beginning. And it's also really supportive. I've come out of PAI sessions, and I'm not overstating this, sometimes feeling a lot less alone than I did when I went in, purely because people have understood the particular environment that we operate in. So it's so important. It's really, really valuable. And I know when we're sending people out to PAI events that, from that first minute, they are learning something that is directly applicable to our context. So when we send people out to PAI for training events, I think there's an immediacy when people come back of applicability to the workplace, and we know that there's a really strong foundation in terms of the learning. And I can see it in my own team from events that even over the last 6 to 12 months on our own HR team, there's been quite a number of PAI events that we've attended on strategy, on data protection, for example. And you can see the buzz when people are coming back because it applies directly and right now into what they're doing. So as an HR leader with the L&D strand very much at the foremost of my work, I'm in touch with PAI quite a lot, as we would be with all training providers, just to see what's current, what's coming up, to keep in touch with people. And my experience at PAI in that regard is enormously positive. It's very easy to develop really strong professional relationships with people in PAI that are really effective. So if I have something that perhaps is not quite as programmed, or something that I might be looking to bring in-house perhaps, I know when I ring PAI or drop an email, somebody's going to come back to me really quickly. And what I love is that the response, even to something that might be a bit of a curveball from me, is never a no. It's always okay, let's see how we can make it work. So I'm thinking back across all the various training types that we've arranged through PAI, and one particular one where the staff at PAI really went above and beyond was in relation to someone who wanted to do a pre-retirement course. Now, we would use PAI quite a lot for our pre-retirement planning, and we had somebody who, for reasons of caring responsibilities, actually couldn't attend a particular program which was entirely on-site. And ordinarily you might have said, well, we'll have to find something else. But I picked up the phone to PAI and I explained the circumstances, and actually what PAI did was completely reconfigure the 2 days of the training in a bespoke manner to deliver online to this person. She would be endlessly grateful for that, but from the point of view of her manager and for me as the head of HR, to witness that kind of attentiveness and flexibility at such speed was really phenomenal. I've never encountered that with a training provider. So if I were recommending PAI to one of my HR colleagues. I think the things that I would be really emphasising to them are A, the subject matter expertise that you're going to meet in the facilitators, B, the public sector focus, C, the value for money, to be honest, and D, how directly applicable the training is, and that you will see that when people are returning. So if I had to summarise the value the PAI brings to us in a sentence, it would be that you're going to get a really deep foundational level of knowledge that has real world applicability, that's value for money, and also has a generative future focus.